Welcome to Gene and Mike to the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Thursday, November 27th, 2025. So, did you gobble up today's crossword?
No.
Did it
No, I did not gobble any crosswords
Did
today.
it gobble you up?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
I did gobble up a lot of good food, but
good.
not a crossword.
Not a crossword, okay.
Uh-huh.
Many parts of a crossword are edible, you know.
Oh, I know. I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Uh-huh. But no, I enjoyed this crossword. It was kind of funny. The theme kind of threw me for a loop there a bit. But anyway, I was able to finish it off.
Good.
And I'll describe the theme, and then I'll tell you what happened. That was kind of funny. There were rebuses, of course, because it's Thursday. There were 3 rebuses. And the one good thing about it was there was a circle where the rebuses went, so you didn't have to figure out where they actually went. But the first one was at the cross of 17 across and 18 down. 17 across being football offense arrangement that resembles an inverted Y shape. And the answer to that was a wishbone formation. And the O-N-E of bone went into the circle. And of course, O-N-E spells one. Okay, then 19 down was anxious. So you had 1 in the first square and then 3 more squares. It turned out the answer was on edge. So you put a DGE in the other 3 squares. And so that one worked just fine. I'm like, oh, okay, great. And then we had kind of toward the bottom of the puzzle, or mid-bottom, 43 down, or 43 across, was process for a descending spacecraft, and that was Earth re-entry. And then going down, the TH of Earth and the REE of re-entry were the rebus, and that had to go in the circled square. So you had the word 3, essentially. TH from Earth, REE from re-entry, 3.
Right.
Okay, so when you take 24 down, it was gloomy as an atmosphere. And you get Satyr 3, which didn't make any sense at all. And I'm like, well, let's just keep going and see what we come up with. Okay, so when you get down to the revealer, 57 across, the answer is, well, the clue is complete an impossible task or a hint to reading the 3 down answers in this puzzle. And the answer to that was square the circle. So if you square 3 and then read it down, you get Saturnum, which is kind of a gloomy atmosphere. So that one worked. Okay, so then we had this one at 9 down and 29 across. And we had 9 down being Anno Domini period, and we knew that was year of our Lord. And you had the F of, and the LO and the OUR of our. And so in that little circle square, you had 4. So we're like, okay, year of our Lord. So once we got the theme, then totally kind of ignoring it, 29 across was good person to have a time-consuming project, maybe. And we thought we had to work 16 in there somehow, because that was the square of 4, and it was square the circle. So it just did not work at all. So we left the 4 in there, and we went through it, made sure we didn't have any wrong answers, and I changed one answer. And it solved, but the 4 turned into 2. Then we were knocking our heads, oh shoot, that's so dumb. We were thinking the 4 had to be squared, but actually going across, you had fast worker, the T and the W and the O had to be in the circled square. So that was 2, and then going down was 4, Year of Our Lord. And it did say in the revealer a hint to reading the 3 down answers. So we should have known to take the square root of 4, not try to square it. But boy, that threw us for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I looked at my phone at the puzzle later today. It still had 4 in the in the Year of Our Lord square. So it did not turn it back to 2. But it did solve it. It did say it had solved. So
Right.
I guess you could put either the square or the square root, whichever you wanted, and it would solve the puzzle. But anyway, it was kind of funny, we were like, "Oh, how stupid!" But it's like, well, it says square the circle, so
Mhm.
let's fix 16 in there somehow.
Yeah, I would like to have seen that happen. I also would have liked to have seen the square once you type the rebus in it.
Well, we never typed it in because it was like impossible. But anyway, yeah, that was my experience with this puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it went fairly quickly and fairly smoothly.
Good.
Uh-huh. Oh, what about you? How'd you
Well, so
yeah.
I think I got the theme probably at fast worker, and I had 2, and then I realized, oh, it has to be 4 going down. So I was thinking across is the number, and then when you square it, that's a hint to reading down. So 2 and 4.
Yeah.
So I wrote 2/4.
Oh.
And then I had 3/9, but I had 2, 4, and I was thinking maybe 24. Maybe I have to put 24 somewhere. And then I got to 17 across, and it was just 1. And I'm like, okay, but 1 squared is 1. So I wrote 1/1, 2/4, and 3/9.
Uh-huh.
And it was really hard to read.
Yeah.
But once I figured out my mistake, I was able to solve it fairly readily.
So it counted those as right answers, 1/1,
Yes.
2/4.
The editors have learned their lesson.
Yeah.
They'll accept just about anything. I think if you started and you had an O, a T, and a T in those 3 circles, it probably would have been close enough. We don't want you to writing in a wordplay and complaining.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'd like to do it with the across, if it's a rebus and there are 2 of them in a square, I like to do the across / and then the down.
Yes.
Just to sort of keep it separate, but it is hard to read.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
My mistake was with 8 down, it was sang to, serenaded, and that intersected with 22 across, stranger. Well, for serenaded, I spelled it SERANADED.
Oh.
So that meant that 22 across, stranger was airier. And I thought if you have an airy, you could, if it was more like an airy, it would be airier. But then I decided, E and eerier made a whole lot more sense.
Oh, definitely.
And that's where I solved it.
Yep.
So yes, this is a good crossword.
Mm-hmm.
I was very happy about 31 down. That's essential biochemical process that releases energy in cells. Krebs cycle.
That's right.
There was a time when I could draw the entire Krebs cycle on the board.
Wow.
I know, I was studying for a biology exam or something, and it's just like I had the whole thing in my head.
Wow.
Now I couldn't even remember how to spell Kreb. I had KREBB cycle, Krebs cycle, but it's Krebs cycle.
That's right.
As in the cycle that belongs to Monsieur Krebs.
That is correct.
It's assuming that it's a male Krebs. I don't even really know. But I couldn't remember for one across feature of a mountain or fingerprint. All I could think of was whorl, or whorl, I guess, WHORL. I think it's whorl, and turned out to be ridge.
Right. I couldn't think of anything.
Really?
Mm-mm. But I could think right away. I got the one right below it right away. Type, area.
Me too, except I always have to debate, is it the Disney character spelling?
No,
it? Yes,
it's the font spelling.
Right. I should just remember it as Aria L.
Exactly.
Not quite sure why, but
And we loved 9 across. Blank dabadoo. We
Yes.
both knew right away.
Yep.
Yabba, yabba dabadoo.
Well, we just had Wilma on Tuesday.
I know. Well, yeah. Our daughter mentioned that. She's like, "Wow, we just had Wilma.
Yep.
Now we have yabba dabadoo."
I bet we're going to have Dino tomorrow.
But that is interesting how, I mean, that's 2 different generations that know that cartoon and know those characters. So it's a very long-lasting cartoon there.
Well, haven't they done like movies
They've
and
done
stuff?
movies,
Right.
yes.
Of course, not nearly as good as the original.
No, oh no, the cartoons. I mean, that was the first cartoon animated prime time show.
Really?
It was in prime time. So
There's the Flintstones, and then of course there are the Jetsons.
the Jetsons right after, yeah.
Did they ever meet? Like, did they ever have a time travel episode?
I think they did. I think
That
they had
needed
maybe
that.
a special, but I don't remember watching.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to go look for it after.
I wonder if if there were the same people doing the voices for both.
Probably. They saved
Yeah.
money. Actually, it was Mel Blanc for every
Yeah.
single voice. They save a lot of money. He does have to speak 8 hours a day, though. Probably would get a little harsh on the old vocal cords.
That's right.
12 down, obnoxious sort. I had it starting with B-O, and I thought bore, but it turned out to be boor.
Yes.
I find boors to be obnoxious, too, but I guess not as obnoxious as boors. 35 down was person who's off base, shortstop.
Yes.
And I was thinking it was going to be something like with a military base, and it was going to be AWOL.
Oh,
Of course, shortstop, you needed a lot more letters to fill those squares.
That's right.
But I was thinking it would have been awesome if the answer had been AWOLer, AWOLER, because we had 49 down, many an early internet user informally AOLer.
That's right.
So we could have had AWOLer and AOLer. But AWOLer probably isn't a real word.
No, I don't even know if AOL is. But,
well, it got into the New York Times, so
yep, that's true.
of course they don't always restrict themselves to pure English.
That is true. Like 26 down. That's relatable. I feel ya.
Yeah.
Feel ya.
Yes.
Great word. Feel ya.
I was getting ready to do another rebus with OU, but you needed that A for 46 across. Losers to the Olympians, Titans.
That's right.
Thought that was pretty good. I loved 60 across. 60 across was check someone's checks, audit.
That's right.
Great clue there. And 20 across was high key, esque, as in escape.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was very funny.
I guess it's there at the top.
Yep.
So, well, this crossword was by Alexander Liebskind, his 7th since 2021, and he's done 4 Mondays and 3 Thursdays.
Oh.
Seems to be able to hit the easiest and the most entertaining,
cleverest, for sure.
we could argue, days of the week.
Yep.
All right.
Very true.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it for the crossword.
Okay.
So thanks, everyone, for listening.
And we hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, those of you in the U.S.
Yes, indeed. And we will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.